Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a general career and finance reading for January 2020 for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. I'm just going to ask that while I'm doing this reading that you guys go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, comment and share if and only if that's something that you like to do. Ring that notification bell if you guys want to get uploads when I upload anything new. And lastly, I just want to thank you guys for all of your love and support and for listening and for being here on this journey with me. It really does mean the world to me. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this reading. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. General career and finance, January 2020. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. General career and finance for January 2020. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. General career and finance, January 2020. Nice, Aries. Very good. Ooh. Okay. Okay, Aries. Well, your overall energy for this reading is the Four of Swords, which is some sort of healing from some sort of sadness or some sort of disappointment, some sort of betrayal. Now, it could be with a business partner, it could be with a loved one, or it could have just been, at work where you thought you were going to get a promotion, you thought you were ascending, that you were moving up, and then maybe, somebody went behind your back, something that really sort of hurt you. You felt quite disappointed. You felt really quite disappointed and you needed to sort of take a step back and relax and heal. For some of you, this also may have been a heart condition or a nervous condition, or it could also have been something that just generally affected your health, like the flu, or something that even maybe gave you, an accident, or something that gave you hospital bills. So where you had to pull back, take some time out, and this really affected your finances, okay? The Seven of Cups underneath that tells me that, there were, that you had a lot of options, but that you were also feeling a little bit confused in which way to go, because I feel like this time out has sort of given you a new perspective on what it is that you want to do. All right. And again, for some of you, this may have been in a partnership. It may involve somebody from the past or some sort of type of reunion that has really sort of sparked this hope or this desire, or sort of seeing somebody doing something that remembering what it is also that you wanted to do. And kind of like this idea of like wanting to take a risk, wanting to move forward with your career and your finances in January 2020 to do something that your heart really, really desires. The Three of Wands underneath that is you really want that growth and that expansion. You feel like you're prepared for it, but maybe that you have to go back and sort of hit the books and plan, or do a refresher course on what it is that you want to do from here on out. But Aries, I do feel like some sort of timeout, some sort of illness or sadness or some sort of event, okay, which I'm seeing also here in the Tower moment, that was quite disruptive to your career and finances, has actually made you go back and think about what it is you value, what it is you should be doing, and something that's coming from the past. Like maybe, before you really wanted to open a bike shop, but you sort of let life get in the way and other people's opinions of what you should do lead you down a different path that maybe wasn't so abundant and fruitful for you, but maybe wasn't quite aligned with your heart and your soul and your mind. All right. And so again, Aries, I am getting a sense of recovery here. It could be physical recovery, but it could also be financial recovery, where Temperance, maybe there was some overspending. Again, there may have been some hospital bills or some doctor bills. It could also just be recovering from the holiday season. If you were giving gifts, maybe you were eating too much, you were drinking too much, you're spending too much on that, or you're just physically recovering from an illness and or financially recovering from an illness. This Sagittarius card that's coming out is telling me though that spirit is on your side, that you have guardian angels that are watching over you and that are supporting you on this journey. And the real importance of cutting out that excess. And as we've started January 2020, a lot of people, especially with the new moon in Capricorn also that we had, but also with this new year and our New Year's resolutions, taking the middle road, pulling back, really getting things under control. In your surroundings, I have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, and this is the Queen of Pentacles. This could be somebody who is in your surroundings. It could be a mother. It could be it could be a spouse. I am getting, full-on female energy, although it doesn't necessarily have to mean that it's a woman, because we have masculine and feminine energies within us. But the Queen of Pentacles is all about nurturing this idea, nurturing yourself, bringing yourself back to health physically and financially. And that there's somebody in your surroundings, or there's some sort of opportunity that if you nurture it, this is going to become very, very, very successful for you. This is also somebody who might be willing to give you a loan, somebody that's going to help you, and also somebody who's going to talk to you and who's going to listen to you and help you sort of develop those ideas that will get you, that will get you back on your path, Aries. It's really nice energy. It really could be somebody in your home or in your living situation, or a loved one or a very close friend. With this Queen of Pentacles, somebody who loves you, cares for you, somebody who's very nurturing. All right, now what's blocking you is this Tower moment. Again, I feel like there was something that happened. It could have been the end of a relationship, because I was seeing in my mind's eye also that Three of Swords, or it could have been a huge health scare or an accident, but something that really, really shook you to your foundation. Again, it could have also been a self-awareness, realizing the things that you needed to change, and kind of waking up one morning and being like, whoa, I can't go on like this. Things have got to change. I've got to do what I love. That seems to be a theme that's coming out in a lot of my readings, and especially in 2020, and especially with this new moon in Capricorn, this feeling of, I've got to be doing what I love, and I've got to work towards my goals, because things have got to change. The status quo has got to change. Now, in your foundation, I have this Pisces/Cancer energy, which is the moon, and the moon is all about making a decision. Now, what's falling from here, it said it's sun and moon, so it's also the importance of the cycles of the moon. So for those of you that follow my readings, I do new moon readings for each sign and full moon readings for each sign. And those are perfect times to make manifestations, to set your intentions. Make manifestations is not what I meant to say. Set your intentions, release things that no longer serve you, and really going, step by step getting into this. Now, the interesting thing is, and I'm being called to say this and to read this, is what's falling from the sky here are these yads. Okay, and yads, if I remember correctly, are sort of like the name of God, the word of God. And it's the importance of knowing, being in touch with the divine, and also being in touch with your soul and your soul's path and the divine journey that you're on. So whether you get that through meditation, for some of you maybe get this through dream work, and should be or are using a dream journal, okay, to really, really, really capture sort of the divine information messages that you are receiving at this time that will really help you make this decision. These two towers here are a decision card. This is also all about finding your path, especially during a troublesome time when things seem really messed up for you. Again, it could be an accident, it could be a breakup, something you didn't see coming, or maybe, you got fired, but some sort of huge major shift in your finance and your career, okay, that's making you sort of feel like, whoa, when will this nightmare end? But what this is telling me is listening and capturing the messages that you are being given at this time, especially with this Temperance card, from your spirit guides, from your angels, through meditation, through prayer. Whatever works for you is going to really help you see the path that you need to take, and the path that is aligned with your soul's purpose in your heart and your mind, and that makes you feel really happy. And this is actually a really, really nice reading. Now, Aries, in your recent past, I do have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy, and that is all about some sort of ending. something that came to an end, either a relationship, it could be a divorce, it could be a friendship, it could be a partnership, it could be a job, it could be you, who you were before, realizing that you need to change, that it's necessary for you to change as we move into 2020, and that's absolutely gorgeous. What I have in your foundation and I have crowning you is making a decision, finding that balance, being on the path. Okay, to, being on your soul's path where you feel happy. When you feel happy, that means you are on the right path. Now, this is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. You may have this in your chart or exhibiting these qualities. But in the background, look, we've got these ships that are rolling through like really intense waters. I feel like some of you, had been feeling even sick about what happened, this ending or this accident or losing your job. But it was really just putting your stomach in knots, making you feel nauseous. But you know now that the decision is yours and that you have to find balance because you can no longer go on the way you were. You're in a process of healing, and I see that being very, very, very important for you. All right, and the importance of this man working and being happy while he works. But he also knows that he can't juggle these two pentacles, two people, two ideas. It could also be a side hustle, and Spirit is actually telling me for some of you, you guys understand that you have to maybe keep your day job and then work overtime doing your side hustle so that can eventually become your full-time job and doing what you love. And they say when you do what you love, you'll never work another day in your life. Now that's not necessarily true, but it's on the right path. Okay. Now in the future card here, I do have the outcome, some sort of loss, some sort of disappointment. All right, and I feel like that. Really needs to be clarified here. So hold on one second. I'm just going to clarify this future loss or this future disappointment for you guys. All right, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. I feel like that's it, like more than anything, it's you guys saying goodbye to someone or something that no longer served your career or your finance or your abundance. We can't take anyone and everyone with us as we're ascending. And sometimes, maybe we have a job that we really love, but we've sort of hit the ceiling and we can't get any sort of professional growth or development in this job, okay? And it no longer serves you as you evolve and as you grow. And it may be quite sad and might be a little bit disappointing for you to say goodbye to this thing. All right, whatever it is, clarifying it is it's going to be tough, a little bit of struggle. Okay, you could be turning your back on a person or again, like on a boss or on a job that, you kept sort of running into. Wow. Okay. You just kept running into, into problems and frustrations. Underneath there, I'm getting the Justice card, reading for that, the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is something that gave you a lot of anxiety, something that gave you a lot of sort of sleepless nights, something that made you feel like you were really, really imprisoned. But I actually see this as a good thing because as your future, it's like I see you actually walking away from this, although you'll be of two minds here. You are the one who will have to make a decision. I think it's all going to seem kind of crazy for you, okay? But I do see that, it is a struggle for you to make this decision. Remember, fives are about fluctuation, conflict, movement, all right? But it's actually, in the long run, Spirit saying it's going to be a good thing because it's actually going to give you peace of mind, all right? And you're also going to realize how much you are an agent of change and how much you can change your perspective or change the narrative accordingly, Aries. But it's not going to necessarily be super easy. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to pull a few additional cards. And then underneath that came Justice. All right. And that sort of overall energy for this, for clarifying the Five of Cups is the Justice card, but things will balance out. And I feel like things have been really unbalanced, or you have been feeling really unbalanced. You've been feeling like, this Tower moment, this Ten of Swords, this Moon, like things have just been like an intense turmoil for you. And it is sad you have lost or will lose someone or something that's close to you. I don't mean necessarily to death. It could just be that you have to walk away from a situation that's no longer serving you, but you realize that you create your own reality. Don't forget you're supported on this journey. There's somebody that's nurturing you, your ideas, your creativity, and this desire for you to move forward, okay? And it's, the universal balance. Karma will come back into play, but things will be fair, all right? This journey is a fair journey. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and pull additional messages for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for general career and finance, January 2020. All right, the thinking woman. Again, this is my Queen of Pentacles cards. There's somebody here that's here to help you, okay? Somebody that's going to help you get your ideas on paper, somebody who's going to help you work through that organization. Again, it could be you, it could be your feminine side, Aries, that's saying, hey, guess what? We need to ground ourselves. We can no longer just be reacting constantly to situations at work or with our finances or in our relationships, whatever it is that's affecting our financial stability and health. All right, and the importance here of, really thinking things through, getting a plan together, okay? Because something here has ended and you're still sort of juggling and need to make a decision, but Spirit's saying you will find your path, okay? And you need to take advantage of this opportunity. This has wanted to come out 2 times. The second chakra, Archangel Ariel. This is when I was first shuffling, that card popped out and I put it back in. And that's all about your creativity. This is your sacral chakra. This is all about your intimacy. Okay, this could involve an intimate relationship. For some reason, Aries, I feel like it's not so much a part of you, but there's some sort of feminine energy that's really going to help you or propel you forward and help you develop that creative idea that you have for change in your life. And I really like this for you guys. I see that it's tough though, Aries. I see that this is like a tough time and you're going to have to really come out of your head and you're going to really have to sort of face things head on, which Aries, you guys are normally really, really good at. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what other energies are assisting Aries in their career and finance, January 2020. All right, we have the River Queen, flow, letting go, natural movement. All right, so there's a lot of water in your chart, you guys. Here in the 10 of Swords, we've got water. In the Moon card, we have water. In the 8 of Swords, we have water. In the 5 of Cups, we also have water. This is all about you needing to let go of something that no longer serves you. This Tower moment, again, it's going to be either a relationship or a job. I feel like you're of 2 minds about that, especially with this 2 of Pentacles card coming out, that, there's something that you really love about it that you're attached to. Maybe it's something you've put in a lot of time and effort into, but it's really important that you understand the natural cycles, okay? And that there's sometimes we just have to let go of things, and that's for our betterment. Now, I love this because 36 and 36 is coming out, that both of those add up to 9. 9s are like you're near completion here, okay? And the number 36 just might be really important to some of you guys. All right, you might be 36 years old. I mean, who knows? I don't know. It might be the number of your, your office or something like that. The number 36 here is really important. There's a lot of feminine energy that's here to assist you, Aries, all right? We also have second chakra, Archangel Ariel, coming and saying this is something that you can create, that you can do. And I've got that with the Temperance card. I feel like you have either a loved one who has passed, could be a mother energy or some sort of feminine energy that's around you that's supporting you on this journey, all right? And the River Queen as well, all right? So, or it could just be your feminine side, Aries. All right, additional messages for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for career, January 2020. The Horse King, assistance and control. Again, I feel like there's somebody that's coming here to help you. Again, it's either in the spirit realm, and for many of you, it's going to be in the physical realm as well, that there is help around you. This Queen of Pentacles energy, I feel like it's somebody that's going to help you nurture your creative dreams and your desires. And please don't close your eyes to that. All right, please don't close your eyes or shut off. Don't shut anybody out, especially right now when we have Jupiter working in our favor for lucky chance meetings and people who are going to help us with our successes. So please don't, if somebody asks you to go out to a party or to an event or to a dinner or something, even if you're feeling run down and depressed, Aries, say yes, because there's going to be some sort of chance meeting or some information that you're going to gain that's going to help you regain control of your finances and your career and your creative endeavors. Okay, and allow you and assist you in letting go of that which no longer serves you. Okay, here we have love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. Yeah, I am getting here that, Aries, you guys are a little bit in your head. I feel like you've been burned, you've been hurt, you've been disappointed. You're in the process here of healing. But again, if you start focusing on all the good that's around you, all the bad will drop away. Okay, additional message for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight or awareness. Yes. And here your angels, your loved ones who have passed, your spirit guides, spirit, everybody is helping you. Saying, guess what? We know you're afraid. We know you've lost things. We know you've been through tough times. We know you feel like you've been living in this nightmare. Okay, but now it's time to acknowledge your fear, acknowledge your shadow side, and replace that with information and awareness to move forward. Okay, Aries, I'm sorry for some of you who have gone through this. I know this is a difficult time for some of you, but Spirit is saying, everything will be karmically balanced out. All right, and that you have a lot of support and a lot of help in letting go. And this thinking woman, also part of me see that as the Eight of Swords, overthinking. We need to let go excess right now. The Temperance card speaks to that. Sagittarius period, cutting out all of the excesses, and that includes overeating, overdrinking, and overthinking. Okay, so it's time to sort of change the narrative, Aries. Final message for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. We have Freya, bold. Unleash your adventurous side. Take risks and be daring. Yes, I love that. I expected nothing less from this reading for you guys. And again, she's got her cat around her. Some of you might have house pets. I'm getting some of you might even be touching them or petting them at this moment, the time that you're hearing this reading. But Freya is incredible. She's all about having the courage. Yes, there's something you have to let go of. Yes, it's going to be difficult, but it's actually going to usher in a new era for you, Aries, where you can be creative and where you can soar to new heights. Okay, and just remember that you are loved. Okay, you are loved and you are loved. And so commit to being more optimistic, to getting out of your head. There's somebody here that's coming to help you. I feel like it's really in the physical realm as well, because this Eight of Swords, she feels captured, she feels kidnapped. And there's one of my decks, the After Tarot, somebody actually comes, helps her take the blindfold off and see that she's not really trapped, that she's free. Okay, so it's time to move forward, Aries. I love you guys so much. I'm going to leave it there. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, comment, and share if and only if that's something that you like to do. Don't forget to ring that notification bell. I love you guys. Thank you for listening.